Okay, so day 10, Mad Rambles. Today's a bit of a rushed one. I'm just trying to sort of fit it in because I've got a lot going on today, so it's more or less of just trying to get the content done early. So I've done it, stay consistent. I think this ties into what I'm going to talk about is a quote I've heard called that says, be outstanding in the rain. You know, anyone can be great when they're feeling good, when they're fed, they're happy, people are supporting them, they want to do it and they've had enough sleep. Anybody can be great. Then that's easy, you know. What separates the good from the great is can they do it over a long period of time, and that involves being outstanding in the rain. Anybody can be great when it's sun shining, but not when it's raining. So can you be outstanding when the back's against the wall? You've got barely any time. You've got no energy. You're tired. You haven't had any sleep. People are moaning at you. You haven't got much time, etc., etc. And you don't want to be consistent, but you are nevertheless. And a lot of people in this day and age, from what I've seen, and me, from what I used to do, I've really tried over the last year or so to make sure I don't just go from outstanding sometimes when I feel like it, but outstanding all the time in the rain. And with these videos, I want to keep trying to improve them because, yeah, cool, I'm doing them every day, but then that becomes the norm. So, cool, what do we do better? We do more. We do it. We produce better content. I improve little things like trying to get my speech better, sitting still better, and landscape. I had it up to start with. Whatever it is, just trying to get better and better and better and better, and push that bar of what isn't outstanding. And a lot of people in society don't do well half the time when they're feeling good. Like I feel like from what I've seen is people kind of feel good and they still can't be bothered. I'm like, if you can't be bothered when you feel great, you'll never ever be great. And I used to be like this. I used to be like, oh yeah, cool, I feel good. I still can't be bothered. Rather than, all right, cool, I feel good. Utilize that because I've worked out so many times and I've done so many things when I feel so shit that when I do feel good, it just feels so easy. And you push that boundary of what it is to feel shit and do work. It's like stress. When you don't have any stress in your life, your stress tolerance is on the floor. So as soon as something peaks it, you're like, shit, shit, shit. It's so hard. Life's so hard. Life's falling apart. Because that little stress makes such a big impact in your life that it throws you off course. Whereas if you're bombarded by stress, just the little things, and not only because you have to, because you choose to, things like you just meditate isn't fun, but you do it regardless. You you go to the gym isn't fun, you do it regardless. You cold shower isn't fun, you do it regardless. Get your cardio isn't fun, do it regardless. Eat hell, whatever it is, and you just push yourself and find the toughest shit you can do, work wise, whatever it is, and you go out and fucking do it. Your stress tolerance rises. So that normal day to day things that everyone's so stressed and worried about, you're just like, yeah, this is cool. And for me, that is one of the most freeing, best feelings in the world. And it takes time to cultivate. And it's the best feeling of the best feeling for me is when you're sort of sat there doing something that other people perceive really hard and you used to perceive to be really hard. And now it just feels like easy and you're coasting through it. And I feel like that's what I'll feel like in these videos in like day 90. Because I'm gonna get to day 90. We're on day 10, on double digits, 90 left. So in 80 days' time, it's gonna feel like easy. I'm gonna wake up and want to do these videos. Wake up and hopefully have an idea, not just an idea of what I'm going to talk about. I'm gonna have a plan of what I'm going to talk about. My speech is going to be fluid. I'm gonna flow better. Stuff that I'm gonna talk about is going to be enticing to the listener. Yeah, cool. Who cares if no one listens? If it's one or two people, who cares? It's the That's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it to get better. to constantly each day to show up and prove that just by showing up and finding little things each day, you can make enormous jumps over the space of 100 days, 3 and a bit months. And that is special. That's special. It's the power of consistency. That's the power of just showing up. I think it was John Covana, Conor McGregor's coach. He talks about why was Conor McGregor so good? You know, did you think he had it in him at the start? And John was like, no. But what he did have, I saw after 2 3 months, is he had the stick to it. I think he called it the stick to itiveness. It's a bullshit made up word, but it had a great impact on me, and it made me realize that it's that sticking to it is the key. It is the key. Sticking to it and incrementally getting better day in, day out. And Michael Jordan talks about it. I think who was he in an interview with? I think it was famous motivational speaker, big guy in the space, and he was talking about what is it that makes you great. Is it the practice? Is it the pre-game meals? Is it this, that, the other? All these fanciful things that a lot of people perceive to make the difference. But he said no. He said it is the fact that every single day I go in and I demand more for myself than anybody else around me. I think that's special and I think that's powerful. But that doesn't start with you doing 100 things in day one. That starts with you sitting down, making one video a day, just talking, spewing shit, talking, and then you get better. And then you do it more. And then you do it more, to the point where you're doing it so often, sitting down for 10 minutes and talking on a detailed topic, it's like ease. It's just easy. Because you've done it so many times and you've worked on those little things. And people outside looking in and think, Jesus Christ, how the fuck's he done that? But what they don't see is the little days where they were shit. You know, no one sees the little days when Michael Jordan missed shots. Conor McGregor couldn't really throw a proper punch, or he didn't have the right technique, or whatever it was. People don't see those days, but those days happen. Everyone's got to start. I think it goes in the cliche. Everyone's got to start somewhere. I wish they do. But the key is just stick to itiveness, and that's a mindset. That's why if anybody watching, check out my Instagram. It is Keelan Hassard, KIELANHASSARD, and you can buy fitness programs that will not only train your body, but will train in here. Because we've all been in done diets where you're going through it and you're feeling good, you're getting some momentum, and then holiday sets in, or you're going out with some friends and you're eating those pancakes and stuff, and then you can't be asked again, and then 2 months passes and you're fat, and the weight you lost has just dribbled off you. You've put it all on, and that is because your mindset isn't right. And I learnt this myself. My mindset wasn't right. I had the shittest mindset, because I'd go in and be like, I want to change this, so I think about it, instead of going, no, how can I change that personality trait in here? How can I change my mindset first? And when you change your mindset and then you do stuff over and over and over again, you can't help but look and go, oh, I do have this habit. Because a lot of people talk about, oh, I'm a hardworking person, but they just say it. You know? To be a hardworking person, you need to have the traits of a hardworking person, regardless of if you think it or not. Right? So if you do it over a longer period of time, you've got to confront the idea that you're a hardworking person, because you've done it. You have the proof is in the pudding. My program talks about how can you use this to help this, right? How can changing your mindset change your entire life? Not just fitness. How can it make more money? How can it make better health? Make more time. Make more time so that you're with your family for longer, with your friends for longer, where you can do the things that you love for longer. How can you harness the power of stress so that you push yourself day in, day out, so that your whole life just becomes a breeze? Because compared to everyone else, you've gone through the depths of what is possible, and you've pushed yourself so much, and you've got that resilience and that stress bar I talked about so high that when you do anything, it's just easy. It's just like, this isn't stressful. I've done 10 things already. It was 10 times worse. That's the power of the mind. Mate, good call. 10 minutes. I've been Keenan. Peace.